Okay, I'm going to try to feed right now. See if we can get some of the more cryptic animals in this tank, the ones that actually are hiding most of the time, to come out and display themselves. There are currently, I haven't gotten an exact count, but there should be about somewhere around 25 different species of creature in here. If we subtract out the 2 different varieties of fish that are actually in the tank, that would give us 23 different varieties of marine invertebrate in the tank right now. So let's see if we can get some of the other things to come out, and I can talk to you a little bit about them. But first I want to start the feeding process. You might notice that there are 2 kinds of clownfish in here. I don't know if that's probably, let me see if you can even see that. I think the camera's not actually aimed at the clownfish. So the clownfish are actually at the surface of the tank feeding right now. So I'm not going to really tell you about them. But I would like to draw your attention, if you can see it, to, let me see if I can get a little closer. Periodically it comes out. I call it my cuckoo clock. I've got a lobster that lives under the rock, a large rock that's in the middle. It's actually the rock that is just to the right of another rock that is covered with a lot of very colorful mushroom corals. So I actually want to call your attention to the base of that rock. See if I can get a little closer. I may not be able to do this, but usually when I'm feeding the lobster, oh, there he comes. Actually, he came out of a different hole this time. I don't know if you were able to see that or not, but periodically the lobster will stick his claws out. He's very timid, very shy. Usually comes out just for a second, grabs food, and then runs back in again. But I was kind of hoping we'd have a chance to actually see the lobster. So I'm going to continue to feed here. What I'm doing is I'm feeding mysis shrimp. This is a frozen mysis shrimp. And most of the inhabitants of this tank really love mysis shrimp. And particularly the clownfish. A lot of the other things really are not eating mysis shrimp, so they don't care one way or another. But many of them just eat the detritus, the material that falls to the ground. Now you may notice in between those 2 rocks. Oh, there's the lobster again. He actually now he's coming out from the bottom. You can see him. He's actually popping out from the bottom of the rock. Probably can see his claws just emerging from the bottom. You also notice that something else is beginning to emerge, which looks like it's got long tentacles. These are actually arms, and this is one of 2 serpent stars that are in the tank. I only see the one of them, but usually the other one comes out as well. And the serpent star usually starts to move around when I feed. Unfortunately, the serpent star has actually found itself a tube worm, and this is not good. So actually I want to stop this encounter because it's going to eat the tube worm. Let me see if I can actually put an end to this encounter, because that should not be happening. Alright, let's see if I can try to remove the serpent star from the tube worm. Otherwise it will kill the tube worm. You'll notice that what's happened is the tip of the tube worm has come out now, and it, kind of hoping I can get the star to actually move out of the way here. Too late. I think the tube worm is dead now. I think the starfish has it, or it will have it in a moment. This is most unfortunate. Well, maybe the worm can get away, I don't know. It doesn't look like it though. I think this worm is a goner. So you actually see this little pink worm here, and unfortunately the starfish has taken it. The serpent star has carried it off and is probably busily devouring it right now. Well, this is something that happens sometimes in the wild. We have to just grin and bear it when it occurs, unfortunately. Let me see if I can show you some of the other things that are in here before something else winds up getting eaten. Normally that kind of behavior doesn't take place in the tank. I don't know why the serpent star, which hasn't really attacked, it must have been pretty hungry, I don't know, but it hasn't really attacked any of these things before, so it's kind of interesting that that would happen, but nevertheless, I believe that's gone now. Alright, let me show you some of the other creatures that are in here. We actually have an anemone. Let's see if I can get over here and show you the anemone. There's two things. I'm going to have to pick the camera up in order for you to see this. One of them is an anemone, which you can see right here on the side of the tank. And I'm going to try to move this again because there's another interesting creature. It's all the way at the back of the tank. You might recognize this particular creature because it's actually on the front cover of your textbook. And I've only recently acquired another one of these. This is like the fourth one that I've had. It seems to be about the most healthy of all the electric flame scallops that I've had. Now, it's called an electric flame scallop. In fact, it's really a variety of clam. It's not a scallop at all. But you'll notice that it's got these beautiful red coloration. And the other thing you may notice is it's got what appear to be long tentacles that are coming out of it. They're actually just projections from the mantle. And I'm told, although I haven't seen it, but the individual that gave this to me said he's seen the typical blue flashes. I probably have to hold the camera here for a while. He says periodically you'll actually see these blue flashes of light coming from it. Now, I had said, I had done a previous video where I had actually said it's not electricity that you're seeing, although people originally thought that it was. And I said that because I had read that it was actually a bioluminescent organism. And that does not appear to be the case either, because some studies have been done with it. And if there is some tissue inside this clam, this electric flame scallop, that actually periodically catches stray light, and when it does, it makes this kind of like jagged pattern that looks like an electrical discharge. So we can't really see it here. I was hoping you'd be able to, but I haven't been able to see it. Sometimes you actually are lucky and you catch a glimpse of it, but I'm not seeing it yet. So I'm going to move around here. I don't know if you can see this, but there's another. This is another one of the serpent stars. It's there, and up here, let's see if we can see this in the back of the tank. A little hard to see. Towards the back of the tank is an orange and black starfish. So it's difficult, really difficult to see the colors very well, but it's a nice size starfish. Let's see what other things we can see here. And we've got a really